Hello, my dear friends. I'm about to give you a free gift. It's a sample video from my patreon.com site, and it is a mini mentoring session. You'll get one of these every Friday, just as a little teaser, a little taste to see what it would be like to get one of these 5 days a week. If you decide you'd like to have one of these mini mentoring sessions 5 days a week, ad-free, go to A Better Life with FlyLady Kat at patreon.com, patreon.com, and sign up. It's only $5 a month. You get 20 videos a month, and they are designed to give you a kick in the pants first thing in the morning. It's set up so that you can see them first thing, so you can watch them in bed even before you get going. It's designed for payroll and at-home homemakers, and it will help you with the way you think about the way you're doing life and doing the FlyLady system. So I hope that you go over and check out my Patreon site. While you're there, look at all of the other opportunities that I have for you for mentoring. We do personal one-on-one mentoring. There are different levels of that. And also I offer this year in 2022, financial mentoring. So if you need a budget, if you would like to be financially independent, now's the time to sign up for that as well. Okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the video. Hello, patrons. One of my patrons, Kathy, in one of our last mentoring sessions said this sentence to me, and I thought it was so great that I would make a video from this sentence. And the sentence is, it's not about the time frame, it's about the flow. And isn't that true? Do you know what that means even? It's not about the time frame, it's about the flow. It means that one thing follows the next thing, follows the next thing, follows the next thing. So you can have something in time frame, like you say, okay, by 9 o'clock, I'm going to have all this stuff done. And then at 10 o'clock, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then at 11, I'm going to do this, this, and this. It may or may not be exactly at that time. The point of this is that you do one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. Let's take the morning routine, for example. You wake up, you stand up. What do? You make your bed. Then you go to the bathroom and you wash your face and brush your teeth and moisturize your skin. And then what do? Put a little makeup on, comb your hair. And then what do? Go put some jewelry on maybe, get your clothes on. And then what do? Go into the kitchen, but on the way, stop in the laundry room, start your laundry. If you have paper clutter, go through an inch of paper, go into the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, pardon me, empty the dishwasher. Next thing is start breakfast or have some coffee, start some coffee. That's the morning routine. You see how it flows one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's not like jerky. It's not like, okay, I'm going to make the bed. Okay, now what do I do? What do I do? What time is it? What time is it? Oh yeah, I've got to get dressed. Okay, what time is it? What time is it? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Oh gosh, I've got to get that other stuff done by 10 o'clock. And you know, it's just way too much focus on time and not so much focus on the flow, and it needs to be the opposite way. It's one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. So let's take it further. After you've had your breakfast, or if you have children, you get them up, you put them through their little morning routine, they've had their breakfast, now we're going to clean the kitchen. That's the very next thing in the flow. Not in the time, in the flow. Don't even worry about the time. The flow. Get it done. Yes, you need to be cognizant of the time because a lot of us are not time sensitive and we get lost by just dawdling. But the trick is don't dawdle. Flow, flow, flow. So flow, flow, flow. So after you've done breakfast, clean up the breakfast dishes. Put them in the dishwasher. Anyone who eats puts their dish in the dishwasher. Wipe the counter if it got messy. Wipe the table if it got messy. Something spilled on the floor, wipe it up. You know the laws for really keeping a home clean is pick it up, don't pass it up. Well, that also includes, pardon me, got a little frog in my throat today. That also includes wipe it up, don't step in it, okay? If you dropped some egg on the floor, wipe it up, don't step in it, don't depend on the dog to lick it up, wipe it up. You might need some water to clean it up or even some soap depending on what you spill. If the counters are full of crumbs or if the counters have some butter on them, wipe them up, sweep them off, get them clean. So this is not an intense clean. Breakfast is easy. It's not a big giant meal. So get it cleaned up, and everybody goes on to the next thing. And the next thing in your agenda will be your zone. After you get the kids settled with schooling, or in whatever way that is, or if you're homeschooling, I recommend doing the zone before you start homeschooling. And maybe you can give your kids some zones to do. You can watch Kimmy. She's in her apron. She has kids zones. You can watch and see how she's done that. It's awesome. Or you can come up with your own. Just little jobs for your children, nothing big. And anyway, then you work on your zone, or your children can help you in that zone. And you work for 15 minutes in your zone. And then when you're done, complete the process, throw away, give away, put away. And then start your schooling with your children. If you don't have to homeschool your kids, if your kids are at school or your kids are grown or whatever, then you're going to go straight from the flow of the morning routine, the 15 minutes rather in the zone. You're going to go straight from that into your basic weekly plan. So let's say it's weekly home blessing hour. So we're going to go straight into that. Yeah, you're not stopping. You're not stopping. You're not stopping and having a cup of coffee and calling your sister and looking on Facebook. We're not doing that. That is not flowing. If you want to get this done and enjoy your day, then go ahead and get it going. You're going to be so motivated after the fact, not before, after. So let's say we've done our morning routine, we've done our breakfast, we've cleaned up from breakfast, we've done our zone, we've taken care of our kids, and now we're doing our weekly home blessing hour. And let's say we don't even have kids. We're responsible for the whole thing. So we've got our sheets in the washing machine. We didn't make the bed today because we knew it was weekly home blessing day. Sheets in the washing machine. Maybe it's time now because they were washing during breakfast and while we did our zone, time to maybe put them in the dryer. And now we're going to do the next 5 things, which would be, I poked a hole in my hand, by the way, if you're wondering what that is, with a knife, being silly. I used my knife improperly. Don't do that. But anyway, garbage cans, glass, dusting, all that's 10, 20, 30 minutes. And you've got 20 more minutes. We're going to vacuum the house in 10 minutes, 5 rooms, 2 minutes a room. And then we're going to do mopping in the kitchen for 3 minutes and mopping each bathroom for 2 minutes. And then when that's all done, we're going to put all of our equipment away in good shape. And then we're going to enjoy the rest of the day. Now you're going to do a clutter check after breakfast, and you're going to do a clutter check after lunch. And if you eat lunch in your home with your family or alone, you're going to clean up that lunch prep. And then you're going to do another clutter check at lunchtime and one more around dinner time. And at some point, you might want to prep early for dinner. Maybe not, but you get to enjoy the rest of the day until you pick up your kids, or your kids come home, or your kids are done with their homeschooling or whatever, and you enjoy the day with them. And then we've got dinner, and then after dinner routine, and before bed routine for yourself and then your children, and then the final bits of your before bed routine. This day flowed. This day wasn't a time, it wasn't like, oh my gosh. Yes, you do need to know it's 9 o'clock and it's time to get the kids, the big kids need to be in bed. And yes, it's 9:30 and I need to make sure the dishwasher's running and start the rest of my before bed routine. And yes, it's 10 o'clock and I need to be asleep. You need to kind of be cognizant of the time, but it's not about the time frame, it's about the flow. So thank you, Kathy, for bringing that beautiful sentence to my attention so that I could share it with all the patrons. Patrons, I hope you get this. It's really, really good. And I hope you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful. Bye.